The food and drink industry provides more than 20,000 jobs for people here in Ohio, and that number is only expected to rise in the coming years. In this week's Buckeye Built, News 5's Meg Shaw takes us to Smucker's, a company that's been contributing to that growth for decades.
122 years here in the Buckeye State. The family-led company is now in its 5th generation. Their products are known all over the world, and they say it's because of their strong Ohio roots. Jams, cooking oil, peanut butter, coffee. Their products are sold all over the world.
At heart, it's really about building brands that consumers love.
The JM Smucker Company even makes pet food.
Pet came into the portfolio back in 2015.
Producing food and treats for brands like Meow Mix and Milk-Bone. Then last year, they expanded even more by acquiring the Rachel Ray brand of dog food.
I think something that's surprising about the Smucker Company is how broad our portfolio is.
That's Jill Penrose, Senior Vice President of Human Resources. During my visit to the Smucker headquarters in Orrville,
this is where we have over 2,000 employees every day come to work.
We talked quite a bit about the company's roots and culture.
Since the beginning, we have had a set of values, which we refer to as our basic beliefs, around quality, people, ethics, growth, and independence.
She says with more than a century of business, family still means everything to the company's culture.
It means focusing on the whole person. So not only a person who arrives here for a job or a career, but we all have lives outside of work. And so we really try to focus on caring for the individual, their families, and their needs throughout their lives.
And just last month, they doubled down on that focus even more by upping employee benefits to include 12 fully paid weeks for childbirth, adoption, or foster placement, increasing vacation from 2 weeks to 3 weeks for employees with less than 5 years of employment. Plus, they introduced pet bereavement. All benefits that will kick in January 1st, 2020.
We preserve the things that are really important to us, but we remain flexible and open-minded to meet those changing needs.
Amy Hell, the company's Senior Vice President of Corporate Strategy, says by putting these benefits in place, their employees are more motivated, leading to some major success with their customers over the years. But calls today's consumer different.
I do think that consumers today are really looking for a level of authenticity and a company that they can trust, the company behind the product, the company behind the brands.
She says today, people have information right at their fingertips, which can be challenging for a company who's responsible for major brands and products. Their goal is just to stay relevant.
Making sure that we're one step ahead with data and insights and analytics that help us predict and understand what's really on the hearts and souls of our consumers today. It is a challenge, but that's why we come into work every day.
As for what's next, Held says it's all about the online shopping, keeping up with what she calls an evolving trend.
But it's an exciting trend, and again, in the spirit of always being where the consumer is going, it's one we're certainly mindful of.
And leaders at Smucker's tell me the future, of course, is online grocery shopping. They said it's been a challenge to adapt to that market so far and being everywhere that their consumers are. But it's a trend they're researching and working to stay ahead of. For more history and web-exclusive video, head to our News 5 app and look for the As Seen On section. For News 5, I'm Meg Shaw.
Meg does such a good job with that series. It's so good. Now, Smucker's just gave a generous gift to Medina County's food bank, too. The company donated 10,000 jars of peanut butter and jelly to help feed 1,000 kids in the area.